Okay, look. They did not see her leave. They left at 10:30. Everything else has been known for her to be staying later.
I said your cousins left and you still seen her there, right?
No, they did not see her when they left.
That's what the fuck you said, bro.
Hold on. All right, let's chill. Let's chill, man. Let's chill.
Oh my God.
Let's chill. Oh my God. Hey, what's up, iCkEdMeL? Welcome back to the channel. And a lot of people were asking for me to like clip this phone call today where Ryan Upchurch called in and Ronnie called in, and they got to discuss the whole situation with the phone call. If you haven't seen the phone call video, I'll plug that down below. If you haven't seen today's live stream, I'll plug that down below. If you haven't seen Ryan Upchurch's videos, the two of them, three of them now, I think, I'll plug the channel down below. And I guess let's get started with it. I do believe Ronnie. I'm like in this position because he called into my show, and I appreciate him calling in, just like I appreciate Ryan calling in. And with Ronnie, you know, I had spoken to him multiple times. He's, you know, we've seen his Instagram, we've seen some of his family. He's gone out to the rec center in person. He said that his cousins have spoken to law enforcement. So yeah, like I didn't know that this was gonna snowball into what it snowballed into. And so, but you know, today we were live streaming and Ryan called in and he was talking about it, and then Ronnie was like, you know what, I'll call in and for everybody to talk about it. And so this is that conversation that happened today. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and yeah. And well, one other thing, while I am for like people having conversations and disagreeing and all that, I don't agree with like the name calling where he like called Ronnie bitch ass and like all his different things. That I wasn't kind of cool with. I feel like we still could have had the conversation without all that. Well, from the video and from the live stream, but the conversation happened nonetheless. So you guys comment down below, you let me know your thoughts, and yeah.
Yo,
hey, how you doing? Who's this?
it's Upchurch, bro.
Oh shit, it's Ryan. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, dude?
Thank you for calling.
Pretty good. Look, I just want to say this. Everybody say human trafficking. I want to say this. How'd nobody see it, bro? Let's be real.
How'd nobody see what?
Like everybody's saying, like everyone's like, "Oh yeah, human trafficking."
Oh yeah.
What is the evidence of this human trafficking? If that's the case, why didn't anyone else get trafficked? If the chick was going back to her car with her over and over, if somebody was plotting and watching in the woods, why wouldn't they steal both of them instead of just one of them?
Right.
Especially if, how'd that person get there to do that? Will they do leave their car there and take her car and leave their car there? No, dude. And I see everybody's like, oh, this guy, he's so crazy. I see y'all in the comments. That's fine. But what am I pointing out that is not blatantly obvious? Everybody's like, yeah, Ryan's crazy. Leave the Ronnie guy alone. The fucking Ronnie guy called and said that he had two cousins there, fool. They watched her all night. What you mean? Like, oh, you're acting crazy. All right, motherfucker. Well, if some 30-something-year-old dude calls and says, oh, yeah, I had two cousins there that was watching her all night and seeing what she was wearing and when she left and how drunk she was, you mean to tell me you ain't going to ask questions? Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I don't blame it. Like a lot of things that you were saying, like I've seen that in the chat. I do feel bad for the guy because I've had quite a few conversations with him and he seemed like genuine to me and open. But like the things that you're questioning and saying, I've seen a lot of that too. I mean, even like literally like the call after was something like that.
Also, bro, think about even before that. Take all that away from everything. Why did this person put themselves in the position to call you to give you information, like set in information, and now they're like, oh wait, no, I don't want to talk. Yeah, that's because their information was bullshit.
I don't think it is, man.
Information, like what information? What part?
So I believe that he did have some cousins there or somebody there at that party that, you know, like the details that he gave.
Oh no, that part's true.
Yeah, but you think it's him though? You think he was actually at the party? Is that what I'm getting?
No, I'm saying if he I'm saying he knows. He knows something.
Oh,
like
shit.
like what is stopping him from being like, yo, okay, well, the whole well, I can't say their name. It's like, why not, bro? Why? Like, don't you know? Like, bro, he has to know since he said that on this interview that law enforcement is definitely going to be in contact with him.
Right. I know
Like,
the reporter
that's
got in contact with him. Yeah, the reporter got in contact with him. He said in a comment, let me just read it to you real quick. He said, LE knows my cousins. That's good enough. He said, I spoke with police face to face. He said, this was just the comments he was talking about in the chat. And he says his cousin spoke to them. So I don't know how we would even be able to verify that. Ronnie wants to be added to the call. Can we talk together? You want me to add Ronnie? Can we all talk together three-way? I can add him. You want to do that? All right, let's see. Ronnie,
Sure.
let's see what Ronnie has to say too. Hold on. What's his number? I think it's the. All right, let's get everybody here. Okay. I guess I'll have to call you and add you. Can you call in, Ronnie, and then I'll add you to the. I don't want to go to too many different screens and mess something up.
This is not helping find Kiely. What are you talking about? He knows two people that was there, fool. What are you talking about?
Ronnie, call in if you can to the number so I can just add you in. If not, I'm going to have to like make a new outbound call and then merge you in. I don't want to lose Ryan. Call the 954-787-3009.
Chat, I love you guys, but this is not attacking somebody. They are telling us that they have information of people there, dude.
So listen, I think it's an important conversation. I mean, the news was even, they had made some post about it or whatever, about the call. And so either way you feel, I think it is an important conversation. I don't think like this guy like has the answers or the cousins have the answers. It is important, I think, at least for the cops to talk to him or whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody said, Tripod said, I'm with Upchurch. Like, this is super sus.
If the police, bro, if the police knew about that information and it was secret information that would lead to something better and knowing something, then he would not have been allowed to be on a YouTube channel talking about it, bro.
All right, I'm going to move him in now. I think I got him here. Let's see if he can talk. Let's see. Ronnie, are you there? Can you hear all of us?
Hey. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, what's up?
Ryan, can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay, good. All right, cool.
I hear you.
So let's just start, Ronnie.
So what's the problem?
So do you want to ask him some of your thoughts, or like, so your cousins were there at this thing?
Hey,
Go ahead.
How did your cousins that didn't know her see her all night?
They didn't see her all night.
Well, they seen her getting fucked up.
No, they didn't see her getting there. They didn't. The only thing they said when I asked them, they just said, yes, we saw her. She was drunk when we saw her. She talked to a group of guys or something, like walked to a group and was like walking back and forth. But everyone was like walking back and forth. They saw her walking back and forth. That was it. Then they did their own thing. They didn't think of to pay attention, or there was other people there drunk too. But they noticed her because of the pictures that came out online, all that stuff. It's like people were asking me, like, how did you know she was in a bodysuit? They already talked to police before me. Like, I didn't have nothing to do with that. And when they came back to me, they told me, well, we gave them our information. They didn't treat it as anything viable. They told us there was nothing for them to go on. It was nothing for them. Like, it wasn't important. There was nothing there for them to go on, especially because they didn't see her at a critical time. They didn't see her later on. So I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, I guess I can talk about it a little bit. And I asked them if it was okay if I talk about it. And they were like, yeah, it's fine. Just don't say our names. And I was like, okay.
Did they mention anything about the white sweaters? The white hoodie? Did they say anything about that? Or?
No, but that's why no, there was nothing about no white sweater. I didn't hear anything about a white sweater. Like, I don't know Kiely at all. I thought it would be cool to like give a little bit of information on what it's like out here. Like, I'm from the area. I used to party out here. like a lot. Like I partied at Prosser in 2012 and 2016. It wasn't as many people as was this freaking party. I haven't been a party that big, but a lot of the stuff there was like, huh?
How old are you?
I'm 29 right now. In 2012, I was, what, 23? I'm trying to just...
So, question, how you know about all these girls that like to go there and, like, do coke and shit?
Okay, like I said, when I went to Prosser back in 2012, and mind you, this was a year after I got out of the military, because I got out in 2011. And so when I went to those parties, I started doing coke myself, and I couldn't get it for myself. I had older dudes I knew that were like 6, 7 years older than me that would give it to me, and I wasn't the only one they would give it to. They would give it to a bunch of other people. So it was like I was in the younger crowd being assisted by the older crowd for giving drugs. That type of stuff. And so I used to do shrooms. I used to hang out with clampers, if you know who clampers are. I don't know if you know who clampers are. But they're like...
Okay, so do you know the Sammy girl?
No, I don't know her. I don't know.
Do your cousins?
No, they don't know. They don't know any. They went with their other friends from Sierra College. They don't know Sammy. They don't know Kylie. They don't know Jagger. They don't know none of them kids. None of them. When I asked them how they knew about... What?
So if your cousin's like seen her doing drugs and like, you know, drinking or whatever, and everybody's drinking and shit.
No, they didn't see her doing. They didn't see her doing drugs. They didn't see her drinking. They saw her and she looked like she was drunk.
No. You said your cousin seen her all fucked up.
Yes, I just said that they seen her drunk. That doesn't mean they seen her drinking. Like
what? They didn't see her.
They didn't see. What?
You said what?
Drink I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Say it again. You're cutting out.
You have to drink to get drunk.
Yes, but that okay. If they see someone or stumbling around, okay, yeah, they must be drunk. That doesn't mean I'm seeing them sitting down and starting to participate and keeping it going. Like that's how they told me that they saw her. They saw her like that. They didn't see her do coke. They didn't see her do shrooms, but those drugs were there. That doesn't mean they saw them do that stuff.
So your cousins, when they were leaving, they seen her still there, just like the Sammy girl, right?
No, like they left. They didn't pay attention to her leave. They left, and so obviously, I don't know. Like they just left. They left at 10:30. That doesn't mean like.
Bro, that's not what you said.
What are you saying? You're trying to tell me
that's not what you said.
Are you trying to tell me that my cousin saw her there when they were leaving?
You said he did.
Okay, look. They did not see her leave. They left at 10:30. Everything else has been known for her to be staying later.
I said your cousins left and you still seen her there, right?
No, they did not see her when they left.
That's what the fuck you said, bro.
Hold on. All right, let's chill. Let's chill, man. Let's chill.
Oh my god.
Let's chill. Oh my god.
Dude, if I say something like, "Oh, my cousins left and she was still there," that's because everyone knows she stayed there.
Who's everyone?
All the reports, including her friend. She stayed later. Everyone knew that already. She obviously, she stayed till like what, 12:30? Those reports were already out. Like, why am I getting reamed over? Like, she was already confirmed.
Look, man, there's just some stuff that doesn't sit good with me. And everybody in the comments is like, well, why are you getting so mad? Because I have a sister that's Kylie's age. All right?
Okay, bro, I understand. Dude, I have 3 girls. Like, and here's the other thing that you're saying that did kind of bother me. I'm not trying to argue or anything, but you're saying, like, well, why is he laughing about it? I'm not sitting here laughing like I think something fucking funny. Like, I don't go, like, you can ask, like, Mel, you've never spoken to me on your, like, publicly or, like, on your page like this before. And I haven't been out in, like, this type of setting to where there's, like, thousands of people listening to somebody. Like, I'm just nervous, dude. Like, it's not like I'm laughing because I think shit is fucking funny. I don't think it's fucking funny. I don't, but at least I can shed light on what type of fucking parties happen out here, especially because I participated in them. Like, and I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, I'm proud. I used to do fucking coke. I'm not proud. I have 3 girls. I'm not fucking proud of it. But I do know what type of dudes are out here and what parties, because I've been at hella parties where there's hella older people there. Like, that's just realistic. I'm just being realistic, especially because I'm from the area. If I was like fucking in like Texas and I was speaking for Cali, I don't think I'd be able to hold weight at all. But I'm literally like right next to the fucking area. I know hella people out here who can vouch for me and shit. I've been to so many damn parties out here, and I think it's terrible what fucking happened to her. Like I'm not, but I'm just speaking from experience.
As somebody who's from there, can I ask you some questions? Like just
yes.
Out of curiosity. Okay, how do you think, as a local,
okay,
what do you think happened? How do you think she magically like disappeared? Like seeing so many people during.
I don't think she magically disappeared. I don't.
What's that?
In my true opinion, based off, like, here's the thing. Nobody really has gone missing around here. That hasn't happened. People have overdosed, been stabbed over drug dealings and all that, but based off this, like, unique situation where, like, the party was so fucking big, and it was out at Prosser Campground where, and when you go to party there, you go on a dirt road, and there's, like, a clearing where people party, and the cops won't really necessarily hear that, because when I went to, years back, like, the cops never came for us either. But I think because there were so many people there, I think someone fucking did something to her. I think someone took her. To be honest.
You think somebody at the party that was there done something? Maybe it was an accident?
I think it was either an accident, an OD, because of drugs there, or there was actually a dude who took advantage because there was hella fucking people there, and it's hard to keep track of everybody there. Someone fucking took an opportunity and fucking did something. That's my opinion.
Do you think anybody that has been shown and stepped up, do you think they know?
That's hard because I don't like putting things on people like just off them talking, because I feel like if someone hasn't been interviewed before, like, you know, like coaching or something, if someone's speaking for the first time, like I don't think Sammy's done interviews before this, obviously. So I think obviously she might say things and make a mistake and all that. But I don't necessarily agree with everything she said, but I can't necessarily see that she's guilty. I do think someone else, I think an older dude did it. I think there was an older guy there. I think there was probably older dudes there, and she got taken. That is my opinion, because there's so many back roads, there's so many back roads you can take there, and you can head off towards Tahoe, and they have like Airbnb houses where people like rent out, but a lot of empty houses and shit. And there's hella places to stash. That's what I think happened.
Why do you think her phone pings there and her car is elsewhere? Where do you think the car went?
Well, here's my honest opinion. Because I feel like, because I heard references saying, like, people, I forgot what it was. I think it was on Facebook, but people said she had an iPhone, right? I think if she had the latest update on an iPhone, you're allowed to track an iPhone when it's off. Like, you can track it when it's off. The only time I don't think you can track it is if it's smashed or it's underwater. So that's why I think someone smashed up her phone, probably tossed it in the water, and took off with her. That's what I really do believe happened. Because out in Prosser, there's not a whole lot of way to drive if someone was just going to stash her car off in like a clearing or in the woods. I think they would have found it by now. So I think the car's in like a garage.
What I'm saying. Like, that's what makes me suspicious. And you have to understand, I mean, dude, look at the chat. This is why nothing gets fucking said, because this is why nothing. Yeah. Everybody wants to be this guy. No.
Yeah.
To me, this guy on the phone said something that sounded fucking out of place, and yeah, it did sound out of place to a lot of people. He said he had cousins. He didn't say who the fucking cousins were. He said that they seen her doing all this shit. So I mean, hello. I mean, I'm gonna ask you. What is your name again? Ronnie. Okay. Do you think at least what you said was a little bit fucking like weird? I do. If you don't,
I would. Cool. Okay. No, I honestly would be like, well, how does he have this much information? But I literally told you why. Like I've been in this area for over 20 years.
Exactly.
Like,
now we're getting to talk, because see, I'm seeing these motherfuckers over here, you know, automatically take up for Ronnie. And look, that's cool if you want to do that, but you can't take up for someone you don't know. They have to explain.
No, I get you. I completely understand. I get you.
No, not you. I'm talking to chat. Like, this is just real shit. Like, you know, you can't sit here and turn motherfuckers against each other. Yes, I had a question for him that I didn't believe some shit he was saying. He's here, you know, telling now. We're having a civil conversation.
Yeah, we're having a conversation. That's the that's the point of it. I mean, we had the opportunity to bring everybody together. It started out a little rough, but at least we can get everybody here and just talk about it.
Yeah, I honestly appreciate the conversation, but one thing I do want to get straight is that I was not at no damn party. I've already put out a lot of information already. If that's the case, I would have already fucking been taken in. Like, I'm not hiding from anything. Huh?
On my opinion, go back and listen to how you said it. You were talking like you were there.
I understand what you're saying, and like I understand what you're saying. I was trying to give a perspective for people to understand. That's all I was trying to do. If it came off wrong, my bad, but that's all I was trying to do is get people to understand, like, this shit around here, even though it's fucked up, these parties happen. These parties happen all the time. All the time. Yeah. And this was being broadcasted because something really fucked up happened. But there's so many fucking parties where older dudes are there and they shouldn't fucking be there. You know what I mean? And it's just sad now that it has to be spotlighted now and people are like, oh, this is fucked up. Yeah, it's been fucked up. It's been fucked up.
Well, shit, any kids who are listening that go to these parties, y'all need to squad up, and if y'all see somebody being weird to a girl, y'all should knock that motherfucker out. I'm getting out of here.
But like, just like I told Mel, what was it? Like, I went to a party, I don't remember when the fuck it was. I think it was like 2015, and it was all the homies there and all that, and a dude showed up. It was a house party. He showed up there. He was like 40-something years old, hella sketched, and he got his ass beat. Out of front of
that call, Ryan. Like, I told that you call. We had several conversations on live stream, and so that snippet that I did, the 18 minutes, just for people that aren't going to sit 2-3 hours. But he did explain like like his whole background. He lives in the area, and like he's a local, and it's kind of like he used to go party himself when he was younger. And so people seeing that 18-minute clip, they might not get the whole context of like his whole background and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I do understand.
I'm going off what I heard on your 18-minute video. And for everybody in the comments, say sorry, fuck you, I ain't saying sorry. I respect this guy. Ain't for nobody. I'm fucking Upchurch, so you can kiss my ass. This is what it is. But props to this guy for having a clean channel, and props to this dude for having a conversation with me, even though I'm fucking yelling. So you guys have a good day. And
all right.
More stuff about this case.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, appreciate you guys. All right.
Thanks, Ronnie, man. Appreciate you calling in. Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right.